Hello, this is me, Stanley Baxter, welcoming you to the Stanley Baxter Playhouse, where I play Duncan the gardener in The Man in the Garden by Rona Munro.
Well, the fog was in for a start. I'd been promised sea views and balmy but healthy sea breezes. Instead, I inhaled something like thin, icy porridge, and my view extended about 2 feet into billows of grey mist. This Highland break in a luxury hotel on the west coast of Scotland was no longer a treat. It was a job of work. A chore I had to undertake to prove I was not a spineless, middle-aged failure of a woman who was breaking her heart over the wrong sort of man for the 100th time. I was supposed to be enjoying the balmy Hebridean sea breezes with the love of my life. And there I was, alone. At least, I thought, at least there'll be lovely walks along the cliffs. And a view. And now this. Endless grey murk. I ate the full Scottish breakfast, then went for a walk, in the fog. The receptionist was very concerned.
No, promise me you'll stay in the hotel garden. It's a long fall down to the foot of those cliffs. Suicide in this fog.
I was heartbroken, yes. Humiliated, yes. Suicidal. The bastard wasn't worth it. I stayed inside the garden wall. As I made my way over the wet grass, I began to hear a sound. And then a dim shape glimpsed through veils of mist. There he was, digging in a border. Good morning. Good morning.
Who are you talking to?
You, I think.
Me?
He was frozen.
Yes?
Spade raised in his hands.
Now what in God's name is wrong with you, that you are talking to me?
Is there a law against it?
You could say that.
It was good morning. I wasn't planning on a whole conversation.
I can't believe it myself. But it's a conversation you're having with me.
Why shouldn't I talk to you?
Well, no one does. No one round here usually sees me at all.
Oh, well, yes. I can imagine. It's that kind of place, isn't it?
What kind of a place?
Expensive. Very high class. Frequented by the sort of person who knows what to do when someone pulls the chair out for them.
What do you do?
I missed the seat and hit the carpet.
No, you don't.
Last night at dinner, everyone pretended it hadn't happened.
Ah, well, maybe they didn't see you either. Come here now. Let me see you a bit better, if I may. Look at you, though.
What?
All this time alone, lost in my work. And when I finally get to hear a human voice, it's coming out of a face like that.
I beg your pardon.
Now, was the luxury room not to your liking?
Luxury rooms are rarely worth the money you're wasting on them, if you want my opinion. This place is overrated, overpriced, and overheated, and I'll be glad to see the back of it.
No, it's worse than that.
It is?
It's just a museum for rich Americans, dreaming of shooting stags and claiming every grave in the churchyard as a long-lost ancestor. And it had the most beautiful gardens here once. Look at them now.
They're all right. Oh, the mist is lifting.
Yes, that it is.
Well, the gardens are... they're very tidy, very well groomed.
Grass and gravel. There used to be beds of flowers here, roses and lilies. 1 million bees got drunk on the nectar, and there were more butterflies than stones on the shore.
What happened to all the flowers?
Well, grass and gravel, they're less bother. You should have seen the garden I used to care for. There used to be 10 gardeners here. Now there's only me and a man with a grass-cutting machine. Not even a daisy on the lawn.
What is it you're planting there?
Ah, my poor white rose. All those roses have sucked the ground dry. I can never get it to take. So, you're leaving us?
I didn't mean to be rude,
No. Why would you offend me? I'm not really here at all. Just part of the garden, so to speak.
You've worked here a long time.
Oh, I was here when it was still the big house. It's beautiful here when you can see it. And there's a view right over the bay. You can see the boats heading out. See the sun going home over the edge of the world. You can see halfway to America.
Yes. Oh, I was looking forward to the sunset.
Ah, romance. You don't want to waste your time with that.
Who says I am?
Well, don't tell me you came here to look at sunsets on your own.
Well, time I was heading in.
You're upset now.
Why would I be upset?
All I was saying was that romance can be a terrible disappointment. Still, if you found it once, you'll wait a long time for it to come back.
You think I'm ridiculous?
Oh, did I say that?
At my age.
Oh, if we're talking age, then you should be quiet right now. I'm old enough to have moss growing on me.
You've got a very odd way of talking.
Well, I'm an odd sort of a man. I can't deny it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, nothing to be done about it if there was.
He said it was better to let me down now than later on.
Well, better not to let you down at all.
That's what I said.
And what did he say?
He said he had loved me, but he couldn't locate the feeling anymore.
Couldn't locate the feeling. Oh, a careless man. A whole chunk of his heart gone missing, and he doesn't know where. What would he have lost next? Could have been his right arm or his head. You don't need that kind of carelessness.
No.
We shall talk no more about him. It would only make you sad.
Yes.
Which would be a waste of a good holiday.
You're right. It would.
So you'll stay your week?
I've paid for it, yes. Why not? I'll have a holiday.
Now look there. See? The cloud shifting. Like a curtain going up. Just blown away in one moment.
Oh, will you look at that?
Now there's your view.
Halfway to America.
And all the waves sparkling. Oh, I'm Duncan, by the way.
Hello, Duncan. I'm Ellie.
Oh, now, here now. I'll leave you in peace. Let you catch the sun now it's here. I'm going to get on. I'm going to leave you enjoying this view. But I'll talk to you again, if I may.
Of course.
I'll find you here, if you're here.
All right, but...
I turned my head from the view of the bay far below, and he'd vanished, like the fog itself. Even the spade had gone.
My goodness. That's some disappearing act, Duncan.
He became part of my morning routine. I'd eat a huge breakfast, and then I'd wander out into the sunshine, to the pointed tip of the garden where you could look down to the drop of the sea cliffs. And there he'd be.
Oh, it's yourself back again.
Hello, Duncan.
There he'd be, digging a hole for the same rose bush that he never seemed to get planted. And we'd talk a whole summer morning away.
Now, you see, what the tourists and the visitors can never seem to understand is that it's not that we're out of touch up here. It's that time itself moves differently.
Is that right?
Oh, indeed. I well remember when the laird had this lawyer up visiting from London. Oh, of all the fuss he was, full of London bustle and speed, and he comes off the boat with all his papers in his bag. Oh, the man's all of a fluster, shaking his watch. And has not the sea stopped his watch? And the laird waiting on the papers to be signed. So he looks up the pier, and there was Dando Mackay sitting in the wall chewing tobacco. So he hurries up to Dando. "My good man," he says, "what time is it?" And Dando thinks about it. "Time," he says, "time. Well, I think it's Tuesday."
Oh, he didn't.
He did. And then again, a day can last longer than you think. Like another time Dando and myself were playing cards at the manse. A wee dram. Saturday night, no harm in it. And I'm beating the minister as if the devil himself is shuffling the cards for me. Then I see his face give that wee tell. Just a twitch. As he looks at his hand and a wee smile. And my heart's sinking, for I know his luck has changed. Then right at that moment, his good woman comes through and does that wee clear of a throat, makes him look up, throws her good Presbyterian eyes up at the clock, so he'll look too. It's 2 minutes to midnight, 2 minutes to the Sabbath, and the end of cards and whiskey for this week. The minister never says a word. He gets up, he opens up the face of the clock, he takes the clock hands and winds them back a full hour. Then he sits down. "Still Saturday, boys," he says, and lays down his cards. He beat me again.
Oh, that must have hurt. Was this here, though?
Just in the manse down there. But what is it?
That house. It's a bed and breakfast.
Aye, so I've seen.
And the church is a restaurant.
Highland fare. Cheese rolls and venison burgers, aye. And Dando sleeping in the churchyard. I should be with him.
Oh, listen to you. How old do you think you are? 109?
How old do you think I am?
I'm not falling for that one. Go fish in another river if you want compliments.
Well, a man could go blue in the face waiting on a kind word from you, I see.
You're not old. Neither of us are. Not in any way that matters.
Sometimes, though, sometimes I have to wonder why I've been waiting so long.
So long for what? Duncan? Are you nursing a broken heart?
I turn the bits over, sitting here, wondering if there's a way of sticking them back together.
If I had the cure for a broken heart in my pocket, I'd share it with you.
You'll mend. You have the gift of a glad heart.
How do you make that out?
Oh, look at the smile on you.
Flatterer?
I speak as I find. I don't like to see you wasting the good heart you have, and that's the truth.
Duncan, are you flirting with me?
I wouldn't know how to start.
Well, you're doing pretty well for an amateur.
I wouldn't dare.
More's the pity. I mean, I just met... Well, you cheer me up.
And you see me.
But I never thought I'd be laughing like this so soon after...
You had your heart broken?
Yes.
I never thought I'd look in a woman's eyes again. I never meant to.
Oh, no, come on now.
Oh, no, Ellie, I'm serious. You took me by surprise, you did. I can't help thinking, I can't help wondering...
What?
If it's a sign that it's time for me to make a move.
Who was she?
Helen Macpherson. Oh, I never meant to love her at all.
Then why did you?
There was no helping it. She had a smile that lit up a room and eyes that looked right into you, just like yours. And if she gave you her word, she meant it forever.
What went wrong?
Time. Time was cruel to me and Helen. I met her when she came here to the big house. And by then it was too late.
Why?
She was spoken for already.
Oh.
And when she gave a man her word, she meant it forever.
Oh, I see.
But she said she loved me with her whole heart. So she meant that forever, too.
Well, then she shouldn't have often married someone else, should she?
Oh, well, no.
Oh, sorry, Duncan, I didn't mean... Oh, I have the tact of a hippo in clogs sometimes.
No, you're all right. Don't think I never said the same thing with a few curses thrown in too. But, it was another time. And she broke her own heart as well.
Do you still see her?
She got on the ferry at the pier down there. I stood here and watched the dot of her vanishing into the boat. Her whole new life ahead of her. America. Yes, I still see her. Every time I look down at the boats on the water.
When was this?
Oh, nearly all the time I've known has been without her.
Then, if you don't mind me saying, Duncan, I think it's you that's wasting a good heart.
He just looked at me. A long look. A look that I was determined not to fall into. But when he smiled at last, I could feel my toes slipping on the edge of a cliff that I had never planned to go near at all.
Do you think?
I do. She liked roses, didn't she? White roses.
Her favourite flower.
I'm more of a marigold girl myself. Cheap and cheerful, and they'll grow in any place you stuff them into.
Oh, I'll not hear you talk like that about such a pretty wee flower.
Well, let's talk about something else then.
So we did. Talked and talked and laughed and talked some more. I've never known a man so easy to talk to. Never felt so interesting, so entertaining. Never known a man listen to me with such attention. There was such a warm feeling between us. I felt closer to Duncan after 3 days of talking than men I'd known for years. And before I'd even noticed, it was the day before I had to leave.
Still can't get the rose bush to take?
Oh, I'll not give up on her. There was a rose bed here once, and there can be again.
Maybe it's time to plant something else.
Well, I hate to give up after so long, you know.
I'm going home tomorrow, Duncan.
Is it that time already?
The holiday's over.
Has it been a good wee holiday for you?
Yes. Yes, against all the odds. It really has.
Where is it you live again?
London.
London, yes. Now that's a place I've never been. I think you could take all the places I've never been and make a map of the world out of them.
You could visit London.
Do you think?
Well, why not? Look, I'm not saying come and see me. I'm just saying it's probably about time you had a break from this place.
Oh,
so...
You think I'm scared to leave this garden?
Well, I don't know what you're waiting for.
All right, Miss Ellie, let's call your bluff. You're right. I can't remember the last time I stepped beyond that wall there. Can't remember any view but the waves down there.
I think you've been stuck in one place thinking the same thoughts for too long. It's just not good for you.
Give me a reason to leave.
Well, I just think you should.
Why?
Because, well, you can't even get that rose bush planted.
No, that's...
And, well, you said yourself, you fell for this woman.
Helen Macpherson.
Whatever, a long time ago. A long time ago, by the sounds of it. And you said she told you she would have you in her heart forever.
I can hear her saying it now, standing just where you are.
Look, in all the time you've been apart, couldn't she have got back here by now, at least once?
You think she could have come back to see me?
If she wanted to. If it was important to her. Wouldn't she have been free to do that by now?
What time is it?
Just after 11.
No, but the day.
Friday. Duncan, this is a joke.
The year. The year.
2009. Are you all right?
No. Yes. Just working out how long I've been planting that bush.
Duncan, if she never came back, it's because she never wanted to.
She said she loved me with her whole heart.
It's not what people say, Duncan. It's what they do that counts.
And could you fall for a man that can't plant a rose bush?
I'd settle for a man who could cross a wee bit of water.
Well, maybe I could make a bigger journey than that. Come back here tomorrow, and we'll see.
Oh, Duncan, don't do this to
Now,
me.
what am I doing to you?
I can't fall for one more charming man. My heart's worn out altogether.
Come back tomorrow and see if this man you've been wasting your holiday on has it in him to shift himself into a new life.
What are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you for a thing, Ellie.
What kind of new life? What?
Well, I don't know. Isn't that the glory of it? All I have to do is jump. And I know how to do that. I remember how to do that, Ellie. Come back here tomorrow. Come back before you leave, and you'll see. I promise you.
What? What is it I'll see?
You'll see everything. You have to trust me, Ellie. I'll do this for you. You'll see.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow, then.
Tomorrow?
But it'll need to be early. The morning ferry leaves... How do you do that, Duncan?
He always did that. I'd turn for a moment, and he'd be gone. The fog was back the next day. The sky was pressing heavy against the glass when I drew back the curtains, but I was buoyed up by an irrational hope. I ran out into the wet sea fog in the garden, hurrying down the paths to the cliff view where we always met. It was a bit earlier than I usually came to meet Duncan, so I didn't worry when I couldn't see him bending over his work. I thought today might be different. He might have arrangements to make if he was planning to travel with me. So I waited. And waited. For hours in the freezing cloud. Until I was sure.
Oh, Duncan! You complete and utter bastard!
Old enough to know better, but too old to learn. He wasn't coming. I stamped my way back up to the hotel. My bags were already waiting in the lobby. I was dripping rage and sea fog all over the checkout desk.
Are you all right there?
Fine.
Can I get you a towel?
I just need a cab to the pier, if you don't mind.
Oh, there's one ordered. Be here any minute.
Thank you.
Terrible weather to see you off.
Yes.
You just wanted a last look at the garden, did you?
Not much of a garden, is it? Maybe if your gardeners weren't so elusive, you'd have more to show for their efforts.
Oh, I know. I haven't had anyone at all since I've been here. A shame. They say that when this was the big house, the garden was beautiful.
You've no gardener?
Nope. Not economical.
But there was a man in the garden. A gardener.
Oh, you've never seen our ghost, have you?
Ghost?
The ghostly gardener. It's a great story. I doubt there's any truth in it, but you never know. It was back at the start of the 1900s. He was a gardener here, and she came to be maid of the family that had the house then. They fell in love, used to walk hand in hand along the cliff there every night at sunset. He planted a great bed of white roses because she said they were her favourite flower, and then had to dig them all out because her ladyship had wanted pink. But he left one bush just at the place that they would kiss goodnight every evening.
What happened?
Well, she was already engaged and her fiancé already making money over in America. The fiancé sent her a ticket, so of course she had to go.
Did she?
Oh, well, it was a different time, wasn't it? Anyway, she did. They say he was standing on the garden wall up there at the edge of the cliff. He watching her getting on the boat, she never even looked up at him. And then the sea fog came down.
And?
Well, some say he fell in the fog, and some say he jumped. But folks still saw him up there in that bit of the garden, as if he was still waiting for her. But I haven't heard anyone catch a glimpse of him for years. Just a daft story. I probably am the only person in this place that even knows it now. Oh, excuse me. Right. Oh, aye, hello, Douglas. Oh, right, okay then, yes. Yes, thanks for letting me know. Goodbye now. Bad news, I'm afraid the ferry's cancelled till tomorrow.
Oh,
A wee bit of an accident with a tour bus and a cattle truck on the ramp in the mainland. They're still rounding them up.
the cows.
The tourists. I'm afraid you'll have to stay another night. On the house, of course.
His face.
Really?
His eyes.
Well, only fair.
There was something so familiar.
How do you know that story? About the ghost?
Oh, my family's always worked here. Duncan was my great-great-uncle. Can I get you a cup of tea in the lounge?
No, thanks. It looks like it's lifting. I'll take another walk round the garden.
Right then.
Catch the view.
I walked through the mist to the tip of the garden, the billows of fog lightening around me, and lifting off altogether when I reached our place, our view. And as the very last of the fog faded into sunshine, I saw what had been hidden before. There, in the newly turned earth, there was not a rose bush, but a bed of bright gold marigolds, nodding their heads in the summer wind.
I thought you might like your tea out here.
Thanks.
That's some view, eh?
Will you join me?
Well, that's very good of you. I tell you,
Ellie.
Ellie, most of the guests we get don't really pass the time of day with you. Don't see you half the time. It can be lonely here.
I can imagine.
I'm Duncan, by the way.
Hello, Duncan.
Aye, that's some of you.
It is.
And Duncan and I sat together, watching the marigolds and the gulls above the cliff, and the sea silver in the sunlight.
In The Man in the Garden, by Rona Munro, Ellie was played by Penelope Wilton, Duncan, the receptionist, was Bill Patterson, and Duncan, the gardener, was me, Stanley Baxter. The Stanley Baxter Playhouse is directed by Marilyn Imrie and is a Catherine Bailey production for BBC.
Oh, that's better.
Sorry about that, Alan. I was just listening to that Songs for Swinging Silver CD that came free with the life insurance quote. No medical required. It was either that or a set of personalised golf balls.
Well, personally, I'd have gone for the balls.
Pardon?
I said I would have gone for the... Oh, never mind. Are you sitting down, Ronnie?
No, I'm actually behind the settee. I'm at the plug. Because I've lost the remote.
Well, look, just take your time. Just come out from behind the settee and put the phone down if it's easier.
Alan, I am not incapacitated. I'm just back from the gym. 10 minutes on the treadmill, 5 lengths of the pool. And what have you done this morning?
Well, I think I put the bins out.
Ha ha! I'll rest my case. Well, the music's off. I'm now sitting on the settee. What can I do you for?
He's gone, Ronnie.
Sorry?
Archie. He's gone. It's over.
Oh, Alan. Big Archie Martin. Oh, that's sad. But a blessing in a way, I think.
Aye. It's not unexpected.
How was it at the end?
Oh, the end was fine. Very peaceful. Just like the beginning. It was the 2 years in between that were atrocious.
How's Mina? How's she taking it?
Well, to be honest, I think she's hardly noticed.
It's about the only nice thing you can say about Alzheimer's. It can be a good anaesthetic.
So, Ronnie, it's down to us, you know, for the funeral. Shall we say tomorrow, 11 o'clock?
They're not a bit sudden. It usually takes at least a week these days.
No, I mean for us to make arrangements for the funeral. There's really nobody else.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, 11 o'clock then.
date. Week tomorrow.
Oh, is that the 15th?
Yes.
Something about that date that bothers me.
Well, it was the best the undertaker could offer. They rushed off their feet this time of year.
I know what it is. 15th of February. That was their wedding anniversary. Is that appropriate, you know, for a cremation?
Well, sadly, mine, I can't even remember who Archie was, never mind how long they were married.
True enough. Maybe quite nice in a way. Makes it kind of complete.
So, 2 o'clock, Western Crematorium, Purvey for 50 at the golf club, option of another dozen if the Dunoon contingent can hire a minibus.
Weather permitting.
Of course.
And I've to brief the minister.
Aye, she's got to give you a ring.
She's giving me a ring. I still can't get used to lady ministers in the church.
Oh, there's lots of them. Yeah, there's even been a couple of moderators. They're very popular.
Anyway, I'll warn her that Archie didn't always follow the commandments to the letter. As someone once said, he was a great believer in some of them. But that sponsored bike ride for Christian Aid, that should clinch it, you know.
She'll give him a good write-up.
You know, Alan, sometimes you feel it would be simpler if we had a strong faith, a strong tradition. I mean, if we were in Tel Aviv, Archie would have been buried by now, and we'd be sitting on stools eating hard-boiled eggs. If we were in Donegal, the wake would be just starting, and he'd be lying there with a glass of whiskey in his hand and a beatific smile on his face.
Aye, that'd be Archie in his element.
And here we are with a pick-and-mix funeral, a wee bit Church of Scotland Sunday school, a song from South Pacific, a whiff of Burns Night, and a reading from the, what was it, the Vindaloo Raita or something?
The Bhagavad Gita is a Hindu holy text. Archie was really interested in things of the spirit. It's what he would have wanted.
I don't think funerals were very high on Archie's wanted list. Given the choice, what he'd have wanted was another 10 years hitting it straight down the middle at Killamant Golf Club, and a couple of kids to have given him grandchildren to kick a ball around with. That's what he would have wanted.
Aye, true enough, Ronnie.
Yes.
It was always a sadness that mine and Archie never had kids. Yeah? They would have been a great mum and dad. Well, onwards and upwards. I'll love you and leave you. Great coffee, by the way. I'll get this paperwork down to the undertaker and I'll ring you later.
Hey, what about Archie's play-out music?
His what?
His play-out music. You know, as he disappears behind on curtain. Everyone has something these days, music that means something to them. Like a kind of signature tune.
Well, a wee touch of Handel? Ali Bain? Callum Kennedy?
No, Aaron, something up to date. What's her name? That Houston lassie, Bella?
No, Whitney Houston.
Oh, or that song maybe from Titanic. You can have anything nowadays. At Bobby Balfour's funeral, they played Pinky and Perky because Bobby liked bacon rolls.
That doesn't make sense.
It must have done to Bobby.
Well, unfortunately, Mina can't help us, so we'll talk to the minister. We'll see what she says.
No, Alan, no, we should choose.
Oh, I suppose we should. Look, I'll call you later.
Archie loved the chairman, you know.
The who?
The chairman of the board, Francis Albert Sinatra. He was a big Sinatra man.
What?
Of course he loved all the legends, Mel Torme, Victor Moan, Perry Como, but Frank was the daddy of them all.
Nonsense, Ronnie. Archie was like me. He was an old rocker.
Oh, sure, he wasn't fussy. He never took sides. He liked everything, including your kind of rubbish. Yes, he was the only person I knew who had 2 LPs of the Crankies. And he liked Dean Martin so much he told everybody he was related to him.
Oh, for goodness sake, Ronnie. Even Dean Martin wasn't related to Dean Martin. His real name was Dino Crocetti till he was 25. Archie Martin was about as related to Dean Martin as you are to Judy Garland.
Oh, yes, and he liked Judy too. But I told him to be careful about that. He could have got in with a bad crowd.
Yeah, look, Ronnie, let's sleep on this and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Fine, fair enough. But I know what it should be, what it will be, when we face that final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
Oh, no. Not that.
It's the benchmark, Alan. Says it all.
No way.
My way.
I'd like to say over my dead body, but you're probably already planning that.
Well, Alan, maybe you'd rather have Pinky and Perky.
You've never forgiven us for Elvis, have you, Ronnie? You've never forgiven us for blowing away all that stagnant Las Vegas saloon bar show business crud and blasting in the fresh air of rock and roll.
Show business crud? That's what you call the finest songwriting period of the 20th century? A time when the greatest singers were recording the greatest songs with legendary bands. In a word, Alan, class. We were supposed to trade that in for some wee boy mumbling out 3 syllables with 2 chords and a snare drum.
Oh, God, you're still not replaying that old chestnut, are you? You just never got it, did you, Ronnie? Archie did. He noticed there was something new happening. Do you know that his first growing-up words to me were,
"Can I borrow your Brill cream?"
"Do you like Elvis, Alan?" That's what he said. "Do you like Elvis? Because I've just bought a guitar." Me, 1957, I was about 12. He was about 18.
No, 17.
17. He got himself Bert Whedon's playing a day tutor and he was off. Started a wee skiffle group at the church youth club. Archie and the Archers, remember?
How could I forget? Lasted 5 terrible weeks, and then he swapped the guitar for his first set of golf clubs. Best move he ever made.
Well, at least he made a move. You just closed your mind to it. You told me Elvis was a flash in the pan and would be over by Christmas. Rock and roll was a communist plot to sell rubbish Czechoslovakian guitars to mugs like Archie. But even at 12, I knew I was in at the start of something big. Rock and roll was like the atomic bomb. It changed everything. It was like life starting again. But Ronnie, you just never got it.
We were a different generation, Alan. And there was a war between us.
Well, Ronnie, you were a terrific big brother. We always got on well.
No, I mean there was a real war. The Second World War was between us. My lot lived through it. You jammy lot missed it by a whisker. I was evacuated to Millport when I was 6. Spent 5 years going to school in the dark with a gas mask bouncing off my bahookie. Chucked out at 15, bunged into national service and sent to Korea as target practice. Then home to a ration book in Maryhill. You were only a wee boy, but you'll remember what Maryhill looked like in 1952. Oh, worse rationing than ever.
And everybody asking who had really won the war.
Oh, no wonder we wanted to be in Palm Springs. No wonder Frank and Dino were like gods to us. They were the lights at the end of the tunnel.
But the tunnel had a dead end, Ronnie. With Sinatra, all you got was Sinatra. With Elvis, we got everybody else as well. We got Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Buddy Holly. It's like being invited to a party.
And if you were over 20, you didn't want to be on that guest list.
Right first time. It was a shame, but you and your pals had missed the boat. You just stared out the window and kidded yourselves that the Gascoob Road was Sunset Boulevard. And it was only a matter of time till the Rat Pack swung into the tramway vaults and ordered 5 pints of heavy.
No, they never touched anything but Jack Daniels.
And what was with the accents, Ronnie? OK, kid, let's cut on down to Sucky Hall and Hope and check out the broads at the Magic Stick. I mean, what the heck was that all about?
It was about looking for talent at the Majestic Ballroom. Magic Stick, majestic. We've made the most of everything. We had to. We weren't spoon-fed like you and your Elvis generation.
Elvis wasn't spoon-fed. He was a poor kid who got a $12 guitar for his birthday because his folks couldn't afford to buy him a bike.
Elvis was the biggest wannabe of the lot. A white country boy singing black people's music and having to keep quiet about where it came from in case it got in the way of him becoming a millionaire.
Now, that is a very offensive thing to say, Ronnie.
Oh, Sinatra gave everybody credit. From day one, black or white, the only thing that mattered to him was talent. It says it here. Look, on his CD. Look, talent has a blindness to colour. Frank Sinatra. He'd refused to sing or record anywhere with a colour bar.
Aye, just so long as the mob told him to.
Now who's being offensive? Frank was never involved in the mafia.
And he called rock and roll the most brutal, ugly, degenerate, vicious form of expression that he had ever had the displeasure to hear.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
But Ronnie, that is what we like
you were
about it.
easily pleased.
Look, listen, look, let's call this a day.
God.
This isn't helping Archie's memory. He probably loved them both. You and I didn't. We'll play him out with Mulligan Tyre from the City of Glasgow Police Pipe Band and we'll leave it at that.
Eh?
I'll call you later.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Bergavy.
Speaking.
It's Margot Turnbull here. I'm phoning about...
Oh, the lady from Meals on Wheels.
No.
Thanks for phoning. Yes, I sent that letter because I was wondering if I could have 2 starters instead of a main course on a Tuesday.
No, Mr. Bergavy, I'm the Reverend Margot Turnbull, Old Baldowie Parish Church.
Good heavens. And you can manage to do Meals on Wheels as well?
No, Mr. Bergavy, it's me who'll be conducting the funeral of your friend, Mr. Martin.
Oh, yes, I see. I'm so sorry. It's
no,
just that...
not at all. Happens all the time.
Oh.
Meals on Wheels makes a pleasant change. Most people think I'm trying to sign them up for a broadband internet connection.
What?
I just wanted to confirm arrangements with you, Mr. Bergavy. It might be nice to do it over a coffee here at the manse. What do you think?
Oh, that would be lovely. I like a nice skateboard in a minister's study.
Oh, it's the price we pay for having teenagers in the house, Mr. Bergavy. I lost a sermon once, and it turned up in the laundry basket under some old football socks.
Oh, at least you saved it from the boil wash.
Yes, I saved it just in time. My husband and I call it multitasking for the Lord. So, well, you've given me a fine resume of Archie's life.
Well,
a life lived to the full and shared with many. Personally, I'll not forget him tried to auction his lycra shorts immediately after the Christian Aid bike ride to Ardrossan.
I think that was one generous gesture too far.
And, well, the order of service all seems perfect. I'm looking forward to hearing you reading A Man's a Man for all that.
Then Tommy Strathdean will give us some enchanted evening from South Pacific.
Oh, yes. He has a lovely voice.
And it's early in the day, so he should be sober.
And thanks to our connections in the Hands Across the Faiths initiative, we have a nice recording of a few verses from the Bhagavad Gita. I think I've got that right.
Oh, don't ask me. When Alan mentions it, I just nod my head.
And in the original Sanskrit. Oh, I think that might be a first.
It'll certainly be a first for me.
Oh,
the clumsy sort.
Oh, no, not at all. Oh, they shouldn't be there.
Dear, dear.
My husband's a magpie, Mr. Bergavy.
Really?
But I finally got him to clear that lot of CDs out for the War and Want jumble sale on Saturday.
Oh, there's some great stuff here, you know.
Yeah, Duncan is the original golden oldie. And on that subject, your brother Alan tells me there's a lack of consensus about the final music for Archie.
That's putting it mildly.
Well, it often happens these days, especially when the deceased has not left definite instructions. So much simpler in the days of the obligatory 23rd Psalm. I believe Archie's only advice on the matter was, astonish me.
Oh, I don't think I know that song.
No. Archie wanted to be astonished.
Oh, well, I'd love to astonish him. But Alan has him down as an old rocker and nothing else. He thinks that the world started in 1956 when Elvis hit Mary Hill. Oh, he can be very stubborn, that brother of mine.
Yeah, well, the baby boomers, they got the national health and the free milk, then the 60s and the Beatles. Now they're the Silver Surfers. Well, they've got used to having things going their way.
Yes, just when you think they'd pipe down, somebody invents Niagara, or whatever they call it, and it starts all over again.
Oh, you don't need to tell me. Our senior citizens' bus run to Largs is a livelier affair than it used to be. Oh, believe me. So, your brother wants to pay tribute to Archie with rock and roll, specifically Elvis Presley.
And I think Archie would be happier with one of the great legends, specifically Frank Sinatra.
And if we don't resolve this, there is a serious risk of Mulligan Tyre from the City of Glasgow Police Pipe Band.
Oh, dear.
Well, that's what Alan's threatened.
In that case, it will have to be resolved. I must talk to your brother. And tell me, Mr. Pergavy, can you hold a note in a song?
Well, sort of. Why?
Oh, just in case Tommy Stratty is a bit under the weather. Better safe than sorry.
It's the my way thing. I just think Archie deserves more than that stale old cliche.
Well, Mr. Pergavy, it may be a cliche, but having conducted a good few funerals in my time, I've seen that song in action. I've watched how people who perhaps didn't believe in the power of redemption have heard these words and taken great comfort from them.
Well, people will
For
take...
what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not. Surprisingly similar to Matthew 16:26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Well, maybe...
And perhaps more comforting in the circumstances than you can do anything but stay off of my blue suede shoes.
Well, Elvis didn't
I
always say
have
count.
always believed we reject people's direct line to the soul at our peril, Mr. Pergavy.
So, my way it is then.
Not necessarily. Elvis had his metaphysical moments too, you know. Now, I'm off to quell the riots at the cake stall. If divine intervention doesn't show us the way, will you trust me to come up with second best?
Well, that's your department.
Leave it with me then. I'll be in touch. And remember, if there's one thing about popular music, it's a very broad church. Oh, and don't forget to pick up a bargain at Duncan's Golden Oldie stall. He's got quite a lot of Elvis, I think.
A sad day, Ronnie. But a beautiful one. No trouble with the Dunoon minibus and the rest and be thankful today.
No. Yeah, they'll be taking the ferry, I suppose.
Now, of course they will, yeah.
Andy always takes the ferry. Except when it's a strike, of course.
Aye. Yeah, that's when he goes over the rest to be thankful.
Weather permitting. Alan,
Ronnie,
I've never done any...
sorry, I was just going to say that if you don't feel up to this,
I was just going to say... Well, no, Alan, I'm steeling myself for it. I'm doing it for Archie. After all, it's his day, so to speak.
I sure think. Well, looks like he's got a great turnout.
It's no more than he deserves.
With these sounds of one of the world's great faiths, we are reminded of yet another facet of the man we are remembering today. Archie Martin, the proud Scot and devotee of Burns' poetry and song, but also, like Burns himself, a man of international outlook. Not a man with a lot of time for organised religion, but who gave so much support to those of us who had. A loving husband and much-loved friend, Archie Martin was that most rare of things. The all-rounder, whose musical collection was filled with Rodgers and Hammerstein, as well as Bob Dylan and the Alexander Brothers. A man of contradictions, who was always consistent in his deeply held values of decency and compassion. Perhaps nothing could illustrate that more than the way two of his oldest friends will now come from amongst us to say farewell to him.
Well, I think that's us, Ronnie. You lead the way.
Aye, Alan, this is for Archie.
We now commit our brother, Archibald Martin, to God's mercy, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've travelled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Take it away, Ronnie.
And now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if you won't come back to me, then they can ring the curtain down.
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Well, Ronnie, Archie has left the building.
Yes, Alan, and he would have been astonished.
In Astonishing Archie by Bill Patterson, Alan Pagavey was played by Bill Patterson. The Reverend Margot Turnbull was Maureen Beattie, and Ronnie Pagavey was me, Stanley Baxter. The organ was played by Neil Brand. The Stanley Baxter Playhouse is directed by Marilyn Imrie and is a Catherine Bailey production for BBC Radio 4. Hello and welcome to the Stanley Baxter Playhouse, where I play the part of John, and I also play Nettie in Mortal Memories by Liz Lochhead. Back in 1971, not long after the moon landings and the maxi skirt, Nettie Abernethy, the minister's wife, had to deliver the vote of thanks at the Women's Guild Burns Supper. And we have to thank Sandra Peden for her marvellous recitations from our National Bard's work. Yes, she was excellent in her Royal Stuart tartan mini-kilt, performing Wee Modest Crimson Tippet Floor and To a Moose, etc. But doing Holy Willie's Prayer dressed up in that long granny nightdress and that wee pom-pom hat and matching bed socks, carrying that wee Willy Winky candlestick. Oh, now that was inspired. Yes, we have plenty of homegrown talent among our membership. And Burns Supper-wise, I am thrilled that we in the Women's Guild decided to declare Women's Lib this year and hold our own. Well, this is 1971. For goodness sake, we've got men on the moon. And I know Mina Fordyce in her splendid Toast to the Laddies did suggest best place for them. But this is not the Dark Ages. This is the future. And as we head for the millennium, we won't be content to let the men folk keep on setting the agenda for how we celebrate Burns Night, or My Name's Not Jeanette Abernethy. Last night on the television, wait till I tell you, there was some shop steward type claiming that had Burns been alive today, he'd have been among the Union rabble that's currently holding the country to ransom. Mr. Abernethy and I were sitting there in the manse watching this. He turned to me and he said, "I don't think so." "Neither do I." See, people read things into what he wrote, and that's not right. I think Rabbie would certainly have enjoyed Sandra. I think he would have been over the moon at Margot Walkinshaw's super-soprano rendition of My Love Is Like a Red, Red Rose, because I think that's the real Rabbie, a man with a big, big heart.
Ladies, don't you think it would have been absolutely super to have been immortalised by Rabbie Burns? See, every time I hear yon fond kiss, I melt inside, I really do.
Well, just a month or two ago, 36 years later, my, doesn't time fly, unbeknownst to either of them, it was that very same shop steward type whose vox pop on the Scottish TV news talking about what Rabbie Burns means to us today had so annoyed Nettie, came knocking at Nettie's door.
Hello? Hello, Nettie. Mrs. Abernethy, it's John.
John?
Aye, John. John Henderson.
Oh, John Henderson, my Joe John.
Eh? It's me. Joy suggested I should gie your door a wee chap. That you quoting Burns at me. That's funny, because in point of fact, that's what I'm here to talk to you about. Burns' night.
Oh, we had a marvellous Burns supper at the Women's Guild.
Oh, you did it early then?
Early? Not at all. Tuesday was Guild night. It was on the nearest Tuesday after Burns night.
Oh, it wasn't it this year you're talking about?
Of course not. It was about, 1970.
And that wasn't yesterday.
Did anyone assert to the contrary? Are you the chiropodist? Because, quite frankly, my corns are giving me
Oh, no, it's me. You know me, John, Isa's man.
Isa's got married.
Isa's I been married. You know that fine well. Isa and me were married for very near 50 years. Your old chum in China, Isa Henderson. Isa that died.
Oh, no, Isa's never dead. Don't tell me that, now.
Oh, aye, Nettie, she's away. You know that. You remember the funeral 5 months ago. You were fair distressed, Nettie.
No wonder.
No wonder, right enough, Nettie. Tell you whiles I don't know what I'm going to do without her, and that's the truth.
Would you care for a melting moment?
What?
I made a batch of them, but I'm not sure how they turned out. But maybe a wee cup of tea.
Oh, that's an idea. I'll put the kettle on, eh?
Oh, is that the kettle? More like a big measuring jug. I didn't recognise it. I hope my melting moments are up to scratch, because Jock Henshaw, the session clerk, always said my petticoat tails would melt in a man's mouth. But, you know, I think these have come out on the well-fired side. Tell you the truth, I'm not keen on the oven in this place. It's electric, and I've never been a big fan. Can you hold a candle to gas? The sooner I'm back home at the manse, the better for my baking.
Nettie, you are home. You've bided at Bonnie Beale for longer than me and Isa. You know you have.
Have I?
Of course you have. We flitted in here in the year 2000, and you were a long-established resident by then.
Is it a holiday home? Because
You're
I'm
no
not
on
too
your
sure.
holidays, Nettie. You stay here. It's a retirement community. You know it is. Sheltered housing. It's excellent. We've all got our own place, our own wee flats. Independent living for the elderly independent. Joy wanted me to ask you...
Is she the warden?
That's right. You know Joy. Joy thought I should ask you about a Burns supper. I mean, you and Isa were always the life and soul of the social space, both big bakers, and Joy says if Isa was still here...
Oh, I love a Burns supper, don't you?
Aye, well, haggis is very tasty.
Though it does tend to come back on you, don't you think? Sometimes I think, haggis, I like it, but does it like me? And neeps, well, me drops plenty. Mind you, I can go clapshot.
What the hair oil's that when it's at home?
Clapshot, it's lovely. Equal parts mashed neeps and mashed tatties, mixed. That's more of an acquired taste, to be perfectly candid.
Aye, well, where's your tea caddy, Nettie? Is this it? Oh, my, the old-fashioned leaf tea. You know one for the tea bags?
Certainly not. Just the sweepings off the floor.
Aye, but they're handy. Here's a tea strainer. We're, thank God, not reduced yet to the sweepings of the tea factory floor. I think your milk's a wee bit off, Nettie. Can you take it black? Anyway, Joy, you know what like she's been since she came back from that course, all that use it or lose it carry on. Well, she spoke to me, says Isa had told her I was somewhat of a Burns aficionado. I said, I don't know about that, but I won a silver medal for reciting to a mouse and turning one over in its nest with a plough at the miners' welfare when I was a boy. Or my father and grandfather were both big Burns men. The miners were, you know, and the Russians, the Russian people. They love our Rabbi. And Joy says to me, old Walton, he plays the piano. Well, that's true. Could turn his hand to anything. His son says he was a professional accompanist. Never says a word, but sit him down at that piano. He's marvellous. Just has it all at his fingertips, so he does. We could do some of the good old favourites. Bit of community singing. Joy says, ask Nettie Abernethy. She's Burns daft. Maybe she'd be up for a wee extract from Tam O'Shanter. Certainly not. Tam O'Shanter is a poem a person does in its entirety or not at all. A feat of memory. And, you know, I've recently been diagnosed with a wee bit of memory loss. Apparently it's my age. See, Bill Murdoch has volunteered to do the toast to the lassies. I bet he has. And Joy, she says if we're stuck, she'll do the reply. Who's doing the immortal memory? Well, the suggestion was I would. You know, I'd talk about Burns the socialist, the toast of the Russian Revolution, and a big supporter of the French one in his own time. Who dearly loved the lassies all. Well, I think that side of things has been made our much of in the past. I really do, Nettie. A fond kiss, and then we sever. Well, it's a lovely song, but I think we can take it with a pinch of salt. Clorinda and her Sylvander, the shepherdess and her swain the shepherd. Silly articles, daft games. They didn't know what to be at. It was just the fashion of the time, all the bloody Edinburgh literary types. The literati, so-called, and the soirees and conversaziones, bum Rabbi up and turned his heat, temporarily. Oh, the knobs and snobs. No, the real Rabbi was a man of the people, a lover of liberty. And the lassies, oh. OK, you do the immortal memory and have it your own way. In the absence of anybody better, I can always address the haggis. Fair for your honest sonsy face. Joy thinks she can get her niece. Great chieftain of the Puddin' race. Was very good Burns song singer, apparently. And Senga Hislop says she was a contralto in the kirk choir alongside you, Nettie, was she? Oh, yes, the kirk. I used to say to Isa, my man was a man of the cloth, but yours is a man of the people. You're a communist. Lifelong socialist. Oh, yes, at one time, I don't mind admitting it, I was a party member. I left it at the time of Hungary, and that was my youthful infatuation with Russian communism over. Plus, we're just beginning to find out the terrible truth about Uncle Joe's capers. Your Isa was very religious. A very, very religious person. Used to go to Friday night mass with Walter and old Kitty O'Malley. Where did you think she was, John? There is no devouter Catholic than a Catholic convert. Don't they say that? Funny, because truth was, minister's wife or no, I was never one bit keen on religion myself. Could take it or leave it. Had I not been a hat fanatic, I would have died of boredom during my hubby's long sermons. Funny, Rabbi wrote a poem about that, eh? What? To a louse, on spying one on a lady's hat in church. Are you not going to so much as take a bite out of that melting moment after me putting them out? Nettie, what are you trying to do? Poison me? she had baked them with salt, no sugar. Can you believe it, Isa? Nettie Abernethy, the great I am, losing her marbles. As anybody that could hear me would think I am, talking to myself like this. I know fine well you can't hear me, Isa. You're gone, and I'd better get used to it. I miss you, but... and no doubt I'll keep on talking out loud to you as long as I live. That's all the afterlife I believe in. You, Isa, as I mind of you, in my all-too-mortal memory. And that's, I've been more or less enough for me. Ach, Isa, can you believe that old besom trying to tell me that you were religious? I don't believe you went to Mass on a Friday night with Walter and old Kitty O'Malley. I bet you she just said that for badness. I bet she did. Oh, my, that's lovely. You'll be doing us proud, Walter. I know who will be fair taken on with that one. Walter, can I ask you, did my Isa go to the chapel with you and Kitty O'Malley on a Friday night when I was helping old Angus Foy do his coupons? Oh, just nod if she did. Aye. She did she? Ach, Walter, I wish she'd said. Well, would you look who... no show without punch. Nettie! Nettie, are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's John.
Yes, I know. I'm not yet in my dotage.
Of course you know. I just popped in here for a couple of tins of soup. There were 2 for the price of 1 offer on, and I comes in quite handy.
I'll make you a big pot of cocker-leekie for the bairn's supper.
No, Nettie, don't you be going to any bother. I think Joy has all the arrangements in hand. As performers, all I think that's required of you and me is to turn up.
We're performing.
Well, last I spoke to you about it, yes, very much so.
I came out to get a proper sheep's stomach haggis. Can you imagine doing the address with one of these supermarket haggises? Look, they're in that synthetic sausage skin. Imagine cutting that up with ready slight. Huh. I walked all the way to the butcher's. Look.
My, that's some size of haggis right enough, Nettie. And here, that's an awful big trolley full of messages you've got. I think you've got an awful lot here could go to waste. So I think we'll just put a lot of it back on the shelves. What do you think?
Well, perhaps you're right. To tell you the truth, the new layout of this place somewhat confuses me.
I know what you mean. Oh, Nettie, you shouldn't be humping heavy bags at your age. I could have got you anything you were needing. Instead of you having to come out in a cold day like this. Oh, as well I'm here to give you a hand back. How are you going to manage? I think we'll treat ourselves and take a taxi, eh?
Oh.
The Bonnyfield Complex, driver. It's up Ashfield Road. So, there's this man goes to a hospital.
Oh, what's up with him?
Nothing. This man, he's a bigwig, a dignitary or something, and he's inspecting it. Anyway, the new hospital just been built.
Oh, that's marvellous. Where is it?
I don't know. It doesn't exist. He's getting shown round. And they show him the operating suite, and the lung cancer ward, and the heart ward, and this and that. And at the finish, they take him into this ward, and there's this fella sitting up in the first bed, and he's saying, "We slick it couldn't, timorous beastie. Oh, what a panic's in thy breastie." and he goes by, and at the next bed there's a fella, and he's going, "But pleasures are like poppies spread. You see his flower, its bloom is shed." And he walks by him, And in the third bed, there's a bloke going, "Oh, what? Some poor the gift to gears to see herself as other seers." And the bigwig says to the matron, "Well, I see you kept the mental ward till last." And she says, "Oh no, this is not the mental ward. This is the serious burns unit."
Oh, severe burns. Had there been a fire?
No, serious burns, no severe burns. It's a joke for the supper.
Were they in intensive care?
Aye, whatever. What do you think of it so far, Nettie? Hellish. Ach, I'm no a big joke hand either. Never have been. But as the MC, it'll be expected of me. And it's suitable for mixed company, which is more than I can say for many a joke I've heard at Burns suppers o'er the years. Ach, as long as I don't get it arse over tit and start off with a punchline, we'll be laughing. Excuse my French.
I'll ne'er blame my partial fancy. Nathan could resist my Nancy. Oh, Sylvander, look at the moon through glass, and everybody fast asleep. Light the candles. Oh, lovely. Look at the bonny candle reflected in the mirror. Call me Clorinda and light all the candles. Press the bell, and call the serving lass. Jenny Clow, you're a bad lassie, letting Rabbi Burns burn you.
I never claped, Walter. No, I could have, but I never. I never let Dab about the salt instead of sugar. I never said she put the kettle in the fridge and the fish fingers in her tall boy. I never let on that when I met her doing the supermarket, she didn't know if it was New Year in New York. And I very much doubt if she would have made it back under her own steam, with or without the biggest butcher's haggis and the biggest stumps I've ever seen in my puff. I never claped. Nope, no, I'm not guilty. No, she's been blotting her copybook big time. As our Nettie. She's an awful woman, pressing the emergency alarm bell in the middle of the night, and having Joy up to high dough trying to deal with her. 3 times in the one night she had Joy summonsed, and here when she got there, expecting having to phone the ambulance or whatnot, there's Nettie done up like a dish of fish in all her finery, candles blazing, candles! And she's treating Joy like a servant, if you please. And fetch me a jug of the good claret wine, for she's waiting to entertain Rabbi Burns. Rabbi Burns, would you believe? Oh, it would have been the candles put the tin lid on it, because Joy's nephew is big in the fire service, and he's adamant that no fireman worth his salt will give candles house room. So if you ask me, Nettie's days at Bonnie Beeld are numbered. Once it's the relatives confab with Joy, that is more or less it. And yesterday they'd got the daughter up from Sidcup. Maybe worthwhile me going to Joy and saying, for goodness sake, keep her here for the Burns supper. What do you think? Because she was that looking forward to it, Walter. To doing the immortal memory. Let's hear that one again. Aye, Walter. Aye, that'll do a treat. In the absence of a piper to pipe in the haggis, a medley of the good old Scotch songs will be just perfect. Rabbies or no. Come on, then. Are you no ready, Nettie? Thought I'd come and chum you. It's time.
Can I trouble you to zip up the back of my frock?
Yeah. Oh, certainly. Have you got your big speech all written out?
Oh, no.
No?
I thought we would just sing.
Oh, sure.
Rabbi Burns songs.
Fair enough. Where's your coat?
I've not worn this dress for a while because I had nobody to zip it up for me.
Aye, well, you're in luck tonight. Will you be warm enough now?
It shan't. Your Isa was a lovely person.
Oh, what brought that on?
A good friend to many. Me she could tolerate.
Had a lot of time for you, always. By the way, Nettie, I have to correct you in a wee point of order. My Isa was never a Catholic convert. I actually just went there yesterday to the priest who's beside the chapel, Nettie, and I asked the priest. I just took the bull by the horns, because it was bothering me. I don't mind admitting it. I was vexed, in case she would have wanted anything different at a funeral like. According to the priest, and he was a nice enough fella, despite the dog collar. Isa just used to come along with old Kitty, Mary and Walter, just to chum them. She told the priest that the sights and sounds of it all, the incense and whatnot, I suppose, took her back to her mother that died. Oh, way back before the war, when Isa was only 7-year-old.
Isa used to give money to Kitty to light a candle in memory of her mother.
Did she?
She told me so.
Well, I wish she'd felt she could tell me. Maybe a wee cardigan it's an awful night out there. It's snowing, and I wouldn't want you to catch your death.
You're looking very smart yourself. Is that your haggis tweed jacket?
It is too, Nettie.
That's what our wee Reenie used to say when she was a wee girl. That you got on your haggis tweed jacket, Grandad?
It's funny, the daft wee things that stick in your memory, eh? Now, have you got your keys, Nettie?
They're in my handbag, yes.
Well, where's your coat? Come on, let me help you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I'll just lock up. Just wait a wee minute and watch your feet, because it's treacherous. Watching those slip now. Take my arm. Just take it easy, eh?
John Henderson, my Joe John, when we were first acquainted.
It's John Anderson, by the way, in the song. You know that.
John Henderson, my Joe John.
I will. Same difference.
When we were first acquainted, your locks were like the raven, your bonny brow was brent. But now your brow is belled, John. Your locks are like the snow. Oh, but blessings on your frosty brow, John Anderson, my Joe.
Look through those windows, at the lights. The whole social space all lit up lovely. And Walter at the piano in a tartan jacket. And the top table all set up waiting for us.
Yestreen, when to the trembling string the dance gate through the lighted hall.
Nettie, the old memory is working overtime the night.
The immortal memory.
Want to do your speech, after all?
Oh, I haven't got it prepared, and I think in public it's possibly unwise to extemporize.
Maybe you're right. Well, we'll stick to the songs, eh? The words we don't know we know, but open our mouths and they just come tumbling out of us. Come on, we'll have a wee practice, eh? Gimme your arm, and in we'll go and face the music.
A fond kiss, and then we sever. A farewell, and then forever. Had we never met or parted, we should never be broken hearted. Oh, John, that was very nice.
But my father used to say I couldn't sing for toffee. In Mortal Memories by Liz Lochhead, I, Stanley Baxter, played the parts of John Henderson and Nettie Abernethy. Walter, the pianist, was Neil Brand. Mortal Memories was directed by Marilyn Imrie and is a Catherine Bailey production for BBC Radio 4.